Well, I actually don't really remember that much of it because I for most of the sort of bulk of it, I was unconscious, and then I sort of, I what I remember is I was talking to Anna on Skype, and I all of a sudden, from what I was aware, she was screaming at me something about an ambulance, and I had no idea what she was talking about.
Basically, what was happening was Melody and I were on Skype together, which we often do. We have random conversations, and I said something, and I remember she said, "Huh?" And repeated myself and explained myself better. And in the next moment, I look up and she's flailing, and I was confused there for a second, and I said, "What's wrong?" And first, because she was laying on her bed, she slammed back into her pillow, and her mouth started frothing. She breathed oddly, and she started to turn blue and twitch. And at this point, I was screaming. I told my brother David that we needed to find some way of getting her an ambulance because she was home alone at the time. And so uh, we called friends. We tried our own phones. We tried our own 911. Then they couldn't patch us through. But then David, who is an avid Redditor, he posted it. He posted our story and the fact that Melody was having a terrible seizure on Reddit, and someone named Jana Hayes actually called 111 and finally got her the help that she needed. And when the paramedics got there, I heard them knocking on the door, and I I I kept screaming, "She's in here, she's in here, she's in here," because Melody was still not responsive, and she didn't seem to respond until the first responders came and knocked on her window in the study where she was, and they asked her to come to the door, and she looked at them funny, and I said, "Honey, the ambulance is here. You just had a seizure. Go talk to them." And so she went out of my sight, and she got the help that she needed, and that's how it happened.
You I'm very grateful. In fact, all day I've been calling Anna my little lifesaver. um, yeah, once I got to the hospital, they did tests and stuff and figured out there was nothing immediately wrong with me, and they gave me a prescription for medication and let me go. And I'm feeling much better now.